I'm Cass Turnbull with PlantAmnesty. I'm going to talk to you about pruning what they call garden hydrangeas, also called mop heads, macrophyllus, and big leaf hydrangeas. This is a version of it. It's called a lace cap. And the big thing to know about these hydrangeas is you can pretty much forget size reduction. Even if you're pruning them the right way, to make them smaller, the grab and snip technique, they just seem to shoot up and flop over the next year. Some people, there's a rumor that you can cut them to the ground or 4 inches or maybe 2 feet off the ground and it will regrow and bloom next year. It's not true. That only works for ones that are called remontant, which means they're ever blooming. And there's no way to tell what kind you have. So if you cut it to 4 inches off the ground and it doesn't bloom, you'll know that you don't have a remontant hydrangea. It will be half the size it was the next year and not bloom. But then the year after that, it will be the same size as it was before and it will bloom. You won't hurt your hydrangea by pruning it, but the question is, what are you after? The main thing we do is take out deadwood, always a good idea. And in the spring, or sometimes in the fall, we do what's called deadheading. Here, let me show you. In the spring, this flower head will be brown and ugly, and you're going to want to take them off just for aesthetic purposes. And if you cut too far down, you won't get blooms. So you only want to cut in one of the top 4 sets of buds. These won't be leaves, these will just be buds. All the leaves will be off. So you count down 1, 2, 3 to the 4th set of buds or anything up above and just cut right on top of those buds. And that will flush out and have blooms this year. What else can I tell you about hydrangeas? It's okay to cut some of the canes to the ground. If that's the one that's blocking your door, you have 2 options. One is you can follow it down to a side branch, which is big enough, and just cut it to there. Or you can take that cane clear down to the bottom, maybe 2 inches off the ground, with your lopper or your hand saw. And if your hydrangea is really too big, I really suggest that you move it. Hydrangeas are a real dream to move. You do it in the winter. You can even cut it to the ground and move it and give it a place it can be as big as it wants to be. That's it for hydrangeas.